Well, hello, good evening. What's happening on that bike? Pillion chatting to the rider, I think. So, we've had some interesting weather today, and the temperature has now dropped quite considerably. It's colder now than it was this morning. I couldn't give you the temperature because I don't have one on this this bike, but it's certainly cooler now than when I came in this morning. We're off to the Physiotherapist now and see if he can fix my elbow. He's hitting it with a pneumatic hammer. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I might have done. But he's actually hitting it with a pneumatic hammer. And he hits the top part 2,000 times. That's right, the pneumatic hammer bangs into it 2,000 times, and then he hits the bottom part 2,000 times as well. So it's quite painful, I'll tell you that now, but it does seem to be working. The idea behind it is that he's trying to get the tendon to regenerate itself if he can. Doesn't look like I can get past this BM. Can I? Oh, yes I can. But we're a bit stuck here. Thank you. No, won't make that too big. Make that though. Thank you. One of the problems about this bike, just changing the subject, is that if you try and ride with your feet down, it's not very well balanced. You've got to get your feet up onto the pegs, and then it's well balanced, but if it's you've probably guessed it's about 5 o'clock. Everybody doing everything. Generally getting in the way, so we will see. Anyhow, what was I saying? Oh yes, I'm off to the Physioterrorist. I don't know what Citroen C3 is doing. I don't think he knows either. Here's a local car, 94, which is local. But, not necessarily driving around. Yeah, so anyhow, he's hitting my elbow 4,000 times with this pneumatic hammer, and that's it does actually seem to be working. It is getting better. It is regenerating. He did the top part first, and that's I'm not going to say it's fixed, but it's a lot. Come on, Cooey. What's going on here? Everybody asleep or something? Anyhow, it's the idea is that if he damages the tendons more, they will regenerate themselves as they're supposed to regenerate and not as they are at the moment. And as I said, it does seem to be working, but it's been about 5 weeks now, and it's better, but it's not right. You probably noticed that I was able to use my thumb a bit better earlier on. It's still not perfect, and I have to be careful what I do with it. Again, that's 5 weeks since I broke it, so young people listening to music in earphones and not watching the traffic, and we wonder why so many of them are getting killed. Give you there's a scooter rider here who wants to get killed. I shall let him die because the lights in front are red, so nobody is going anywhere at the lights. So nobody's going anywhere. Anyhow, my thumb, it's slowly getting better, but I think it's going to be another few weeks, not just 1 or 2. Before it's repaired. Yeah, Mr. Scooter Rider is obviously in some sort of hurry to die. He is. Time is it 20 past. So the question is, do I go home, park up and get changed, or do I go straight to the physiotherapist? I think I'm going to go straight to the physiotherapist because I'm going to be stuck at these lights for a little bit, or maybe not. We will see what time we get to the next set of lights, because that will determine what I do. If I'm there at 25 past, I shall go home, but if I'm there at past, I will continue, because it takes about 20 minutes to walk, and I do detest being late. People in France seem to think it's okay to be late, whereas I think it's very impolite. And for example, if somebody says dinner is at 7:30, most people will arrive about 8 to 8:15. And if you arrive at 7:30, quite often the host is still getting changed, and it's so. So you have to remember that certainly in Paris, that there seems to be, they'll give you the time half an hour before time. Right, well, it looks like I'm parking the bike and I'm walking because the lights are green, so it's good. Anyhow, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.